Tariq Nasheed. He's very big on pushing for reparations. Are y'all familiar with that? What's your opinions on that?
I mean, I don't think we're getting reparations anyway. This government is not giving black people anything. Like, we're lucky they still don't figure out a way to purge us in some ways. So
I agree.
Like, yeah, but I mean, I don't know how you would even be able to define FBA. Like, is it tenure in country? Like, how many ancestors it goes back? Like,
Probably.
So it's like, what, 4 generations back, you're FBA, but if you're 3.5, it doesn't count.
I don't know.
I want to hear a snippet.
Yeah.
Foundational black the next day. You got tethered children. Are you going to tell these people that you're...
Okay, stop it. Now you're being a little... Okay, I don't have no tethered children. Now when I call up lying about my babies, you little musty goat mouth bastard, you're the one who fled. Okay, there's no tethers in my family. I have a foundational black American family, and you have a tethered fleeing family. You little dusty bastard. Okay? So don't call up with your jealousy, you punk ass. Now, you're probably sitting right over here somewhere in Memphis somewhere.
Memphis, I'm in Brooklyn, New York, bro.
All right. Well, you shut your little goat mouth ass up and respect foundational black American. Because if it weren't for us, if it weren't for us, you'd be somewhere in a ditch washing your ass with a rock, eating some bammy bread. So you get yourself together before you call up here trying to speak disrespectfully to me or any other foundational black American.
Tariq, you're a scammer.
Dude, that's you projecting. Again, all you tethers do is come over here and project your scam mentality. You were the one who had to give a finger job to the green card officer to get over here. Don't call up projecting.
Okay.
I mean, it's my first time hearing about anything like that.
Right.
And I don't want to come up here and talk like I necessarily know the long black American experience. That's the word I'm looking for. Because my parents are immigrants, so I'm raised from like that kind of standpoint. But I mean, if we just look at it historically, the black Americans that do live here, you know, their ancestors are from Africa. Again, it's one of those things that's like kind of fact, not really anything you could argue. But it's like, I understand, like, sometimes the whole diaspora war conversations get kind of tricky because black Americans, that's a culture. Like, that's not just a group of people who just so happen to live in this place now. Like, it's been centuries? I don't know how long slavery lasted, and I'm so sorry. But black Americans existing in this country and having to create a culture of their own because they were stolen from their homeland, so they don't necessarily have those pieces to be able to bring with them and keep with them. So, like, they made their own thing, and they're doing their own thing, and that's, you know, commendable. But that's kind of, like, as far as I can put my knowledge on, because, you know, I don't want to talk from an experience that wasn't mine.
I mean, it's just listening to the clip, too, I feel like I would need a lot more context as to how that conversation even started. It's also just, like, in the sense of, I'm hearing them use the word tethered a lot. And so, like, I'm wondering if that's coming from...
It's from the movie.
The movie?
He thinks immigrants are a fake version.
I mean, yes, I can agree that black Americans that are here, they are the foundation to why we can even be here in the first place. That is, I mean, that is honestly, again, a fact. That's without a doubt, it's a fact. They were stolen, they were brought here, they were forced to be here, and they had to find a way and make movement in their community to allow for all of us, all black people, to be able to live, work, you know, just freely be here in the States. So yes, in terms of them being foundational, yes, they are the foundation of America. You know, they built what America is with their own hands. And that is something that you really cannot deny. Now, with that being said, I can see how, like, you know, there's some people that are immigrants that might come to the States and just completely change up and immediately want to be American or whatever the case may be. So I can see where you may think that that might be your tethered person. But a lot of people, because Black Americans open up those doors to so many Black people across the world, we are now able to come to the States and find different opportunities here. And I feel like we should be thankful in a sense, but there should not be a sort of animosity between either side. Like, oh, we did this, so you have to do that. Because if someone doesn't like you, someone doesn't like you. That's just, unfortunately, that's the way it is. But I feel like it is right to sit there and say that the Black Americans, and they are the ones that help to bring us.
Right.
Like, we're allowed to do things now because of them. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. You have to. That's a fact. You can't deny that. I feel like.
Yeah, and the verbiage of like fake version or real version, I feel like that can't exist no matter which direction you're pointing it towards. Whether it's like immigrants, Africans, Black Americans, like there's no real or fake version of a Black person. We're all Black. Go anywhere, they'll hate us equally. So that is what it is.
It's just that's just what it is.
Right.
So. Yeah, that's a deep thing right there. But again, I would need to hear before that argument even transpired.
What's your opinions on Dr. Umar?
Well, Dr. Umar is a very interesting and funny individual, and a lot of the things he says, it's in. I can see that it's in good faith for the Black community in general, but going off of the whole Pan-African thing, I feel like. Yes, all of us, we are one because we all are Black, but we all have developed our own cultures. We have all developed our own identities from where we are. So for all of us for me to just ditch my Caribbean culture and just go straight back wouldn't really make sense. But I know that, yes, my ancestors came from Africa. But I also have ties to South America because of the Kalinago and the indigenous people in the Caribbean. So I have ties both ways. Not everybody does, but in the sense of going straight back, I don't know how that would work. I just don't know the logistics of it, and it would be a lot for everybody to learn and really learn to appreciate and also accept as their newfound culture, which I think it'd be a lot of stress, I think, for a lot of people. So, everybody has their own, especially in this world, everybody has their own developed culture, their religion. So I think where everybody is in terms of diaspora is where they're supposed to be.